Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Blake, aka PoshBossBlake, and welcome back to my channel here. And today I'm coming at you with another What's Sold. This time it is from the dates of Sunday, May 10th through Saturday, May 16th. I have a bunch of sales from eBay and Poshmark. We will discuss them, but before we do, I'd like to say a quick hello to my returning subscribers. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. Think about subscribing. Everybody, please hit that thumbs up button so we can help the YouTube algorithm. And before we dive deep into these sales this week, I want to share with you that I am on TikTok now, so feel free to follow me at PoshBossBlake. Don't expect just reselling, if any reselling. That's where I can just like totally have some fun. So check me out, add me on there. And I want to give you a little preview of what's coming this week. Wednesday, we have a donations unboxing from B&G Trading. If you didn't see this past week's B&G unboxing, I will link that video up here somewhere. Feel free to check that out, and that's exciting. And then Friday, I believe I'm going to have a discussion on my lunch with me about going to Goodwill outlets / bins and my knowledge and just chatting about the bins and what that's like. So stay tuned for that this week. But without further ado, let's get into the sales. All right, let's start with eBay because that is not my primary source of reselling. So I did have two great sales from there. Great as in they were just a nice sale. It wasn't anything spectacular. But first up was this Apple WWDC, so the Worldwide Developer Conference that happens when they announce all sorts of exciting things. If you're a techie, you know. This was actually from the 2015 WWDC, so this was great. It was like a nice, like kind of like waterproof-ish North Face kind of jacket. It was super nice. It sold for 20 bucks. The buyer paid shipping, and the fees on this in total were $2.84, the final value fee and the final value fee on shipping. So that's exciting. And next up was this pair of Brooks Brothers Bermuda flat front shorts. They were orange. They were men's size 36. They took a minute to sell. I'm not really sure why. I will say these were on all platforms, Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. Based on eBay and Mercari and the views that I can see that this pair was getting, it had a lot of views and it sat for like months. The price was reasonable, so I don't understand. These were like virtually like new. But anyway, they sold for $18. The buyer paid shipping, and it actually went somewhere kind of local in LA, so that's exciting. The total fees for that were $1.80 for the final value fee and 78 cents for the final value shipping fee. So, you know, not too shabby there. Excited about that. And I decided to wear orange in honor of those shorts. Sometimes I also have khaki shorts on today, so khaki color, not like cargo. But I feel like I'm hunting, so that's my life today. But let's switch gears over to Poshmark. We have, first up, mink pink boundary denim wrap playsuit light. It was like a romper with a cool like angular flap in the front. It was very cool. This was from the B&G box that I just unboxed last week. This sold for $35. The Poshmark fee was $7, so my net earnings were $28, and I was very happy about that. Next up was an ALO. I always do that. Aloe Yoga. It's because I haven't sold them in a hot second. So anytime I see that name, I always say it per letter, but I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Aloe Yoga red mesh Racerback tank top. This was free from a consignment turned gift, and I will link that video up here as well. It sold for $18. The Poshmark fee was $3.60, so my earnings were $14.40. This I think is a little bit older of a style because I could not find it on the internet. I think I found one person who had this same top in a different size, but there was no style name or anything, so I couldn't reference it in a stock photo. It was really cool. It had like a mesh back with like lines. It was very cool. Happy it sold, and that was a quick, easy sale. So that's that. And next up, and I'm got some issues with this one, is a Billabong Surf White Fleece Hoodie sweatshirt. It was brand new with tags. It sold for $22. The Poshmark fee was $4.40, and my earnings were $17.60. Okay, so we've talked about this before on the channel. USPS the scanning from the system doesn't always match up with Poshmark, but also in general in the world, there's extra shipping delays, things aren't tracking, and that actually happened to this. So this was sold on Monday the 11th. Should have been there way before now. But tracking has not updated in the app. Tracking has not updated on USPS, so it still looks like I didn't ship this. So I have communicated to Poshmark that I did ship this, and, you know, just doing my due diligence to support. This person's totally understanding. I messaged them private in a bundle and said, this went out the next day like I told you. I don't know, maybe there's a delay. I apologize for the inconvenience. Reaching out to support. So I covered all my bases just to make sure that if this does get lost or if this doesn't get delivered, you know, I've done what I can. I will say this, I am not a person who waits in line at the post office to get a receipt when I drop off my packages. Part of that is, I don't know how busy your post offices are, but here in LA, there's no such thing as a slow day at the post office. If anything, lines are, at least the post office that I go to, the lines can be at the door quite frequently, if not longer. And that's just like for all of them in general. And that's like, that could be like 40 minutes waiting, especially if you have to pick up from your P.O. box. Don't even get me started. But, you know, the amount of times that something hasn't been delivered actually has never happened to me. So, knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully this does get delivered and everything updates. But, you know, if you have a post office that, like, is so, like, not busy, and you can just bring this right up to the person and be like, hi, can I get a receipt for these? Like, it wouldn't hurt to do that, but yeah, I'm just not taking that time. And it's only $22, so, like, okay, if something happens, fine. Anyway, moving on. This was from, well, I won't tell you because you'll see in Wednesday's video, but this was a down jacket. It was a duck down jacket from Le Smart. And this, I believe, is a British company. They can go by Le Smart or Le Smart Golf. This was almost a $200 jacket. The retail value on this, like present day, is like $50. So this sold for $35. Very happy about that. The Poshmark fee was $7 and my earnings were $28. Stay tuned for Wednesday's video for more details on that. That's all I'll say. And next up is a pair of Michi leggings. Michi, M-I-C-H-I. It was a gray heather black mesh panel kind of moment. It was a very cool high-waisted legging, and I also have a matching top that I believe is still in my closet, so check it out if you're interested. And these sold for $35. The Poshmark fee was $7 and my earnings were $28. Today is Sunday, these sold yesterday before I went to the post office, so I was able to lump it into that shipping group. This morning, I got an offer for $50 on them on eBay. Of course, right? They're listed in all these places, and then of course you put something in the mail, forget to take the listing down, and then you get the $50 offer. Duh! Also, my asthma's terrible. Allergies right now, no bueno, so on top of other things. So that's that. Very excited. This was also from that consignment turned gift, so 100% profit. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And then last but not least, which will lead me into a separate topic, is this Tory Praver Royale top, kind of like bandeau moment in leopard. Also, I realize I say moment. You can call it out in the comments. I get it, but it's okay. It was like this cool leopard, bronzy, rose gold kind of moment. Oh my god, I just said it again. Here we go. Oh my god. It was an extra small. It sold for $20. The Poshmark fee was $4. My earnings were $16. This was actually something I picked up at the bins months ago, and it finally sold. This item had been relisted across all 3 platforms, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. Had some traction on Mercari, had some traction on eBay. No one ever bit the bullet. It was brand new with tags. But I relisted it again on Poshmark and it sold. So, and I believe this sold with a closet clear out, which I was happy about. So did the Michi leggings actually, because I had never really, I've had sales from offer to likers where you as the seller have to discount the shipping, but I've never seen a sale from offer to likers, or from, sorry, closet clear out, where you drop the price and Poshmark gives a notification to the buyer that says they dropped a price to whatever price, here's discounted shipping as well on us. And those are great because specifically with the leggings, I dropped the price from 40 to 35. The person immediately sent me an offer for 30, a counter offer. And this is where you need to just like be mindful that some people don't they aren't as quick or aren't as abrupt. What's the word? They aren't up to snuff with maybe how the app works 100% of the time. So I commented in a bundle and I said, hey, I just dropped a price to 35, and I believe because it's closet clear out, Poshmark will give you discounted shipping. Did you get that notification? She said, oh my gosh, thanks so much for pointing that out. I missed that notification. That was that. And then she bought it at the $35. So it was nice to communicate to the buyer to be like, FYI, you can get discounted shipping, because if I accept the $30 offer, you will probably pay around the same price, so why not get the free ship or discounted shipping, you know? And then that's less money out of my pocket in regards to shipping, which we love. So that was very exciting. And that's kind of it. That was not the biggest sale week for me. It was like a bunch of items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 items overall. Not a ton of items, not a huge money-making week, and that's okay. I have like pieces of inventory that I haven't listed. I feel like now is probably a good time to get those listed to make some sort of like notification happen within the algorithm on these apps to get activity going again. I have just been at capacity, to be quite honest. I don't have much space in my circumstances, so until I sell through a little bit more, I'm not trying to get a huge amount of inventory from places yet. Not to say I won't order something like later today or something, I don't know, but I just don't have the space to like spread it all out and like let it be. Because for those who don't know, I live in a studio. It's about 250 square feet, and it's perfect for when, you know, you're active in and out, but not exactly during current circumstances. So without everything leaking into my very small living space, I have to like turn down inventory or wait and say no or reprocess everything. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Did I have a ton of sales? Sure didn't, but I am grateful that I had sales at all. So yay for sales. I would love to know from you what your top sale of the week was, so leave me a comment down below. And speaking of down below, you can find all my links to social media, etc., affiliate links, blah blah blah, down in the description bar. Stay tuned for videos on Wednesday and Friday this week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.